And we're on.
Did you get that?
You're trying to kill me, these guys.
You put some weight on since last time. There you go, Leo. All right.
You're going to introduce it, are you?
No, I always want to do this. G'day, guys. It is Ben and
Jake.
and
Michael.
from Hunt the Night. Kind of Eagleye.
Eagleye too.
You know the worst bit is, I think the last time we did a proper stock cast was
Probably the last time
when we did Michael with the Venom. Now let's just recap. For those of you who haven't watched the Venom video,
Yeah.
go watch it, because Michael came down. We've got the Venom going again, which is a stabilised type of. You know, if you haven't seen one, good luck finding one anymore. But we were so excited because we were relaunching them. They were on life support at the time. We got the defibs out. We got them going again, and now we're here to tell them there's no more Venoms.
No more Venoms. We're moving on from that. Don't call us and ask us for Venoms, please.
I get calls daily. When are you going to get more Venoms? Yeah, so
we do have much better products now. We've got the Scorpion 3.
Well, hang on, dude. Our listeners don't pay per view to go straight to the
Yeah. You gotta watch the ads first.
How are you doing, Jake?
I'm alright.
Yeah, what's news with you?
Went shooting last night.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a bit anyway, because we're going to have a look at the P3 and the Evanex later in this episode.
P3.
And the Evanex semi-automatic. And we're going to talk about air offers a little bit later on. But you've been well. I mean, I see you every day, so I know you have.
Yeah, no.
Sorry for the lack of this type of content. We have been busy, but we've been holding off doing this episode, and Michael just keeps pushing it back.
Yeah.
He actually walked from... Where are you?
Sydney.
He walked from Sydney.
Are you like Western Suburb Sydney?
Yeah.
100%. Look at him.
I wasn't going to say it.
There's not much racism going on here.
Mate, if we treat everyone equally bad, there's never any racism.
No.
All right, let's get into it. So, Jake, this is the Sting. And this kind of goes back to the original roots of the spider bots. You can see it's quite slow. The H2O now, so they are waterproof.
H2O, yeah, Sting H2O. Being waterproof, it's a real advantage, but also it's got that little toggle
joystick, yeah.
It's really cool.
And what we have here is the Scorpion 3. Now,
Scorpion 3, yeah.
We had a Scorpion 2. We never had a Scorpion.
Yes, no, Scorpion was the original.
Yeah, so now we skipped number 2.
Yeah,
very Apple.
Yeah.
It's going to release the 2 later. Gone straight to 3. Scorpion is fully stabilised.
It's 3-axis gimbal.
Right.
Yeah.
But the version 1 was really difficult to really get into the field because controlling it was via your phone.
Yeah,
that was probably the biggest criticism, is it? Like, this thing is rock solid. It doesn't move when you move.
Yeah.
Okay. So off camera,
I'll stall it.
Yeah, can you just come here for a sec? Oh. Michael's got it and he broke it.
He nearly
trying to film me as a death trap.
But come and join us. Do you want to introduce us to the world?
No.
Oh, okay. Lee's our financial person.
Lee's our backbone of the business.
And, you know you're in trouble here. There's 2 people I report to in this business. One of them is Karen, who's also my wife, and secondly is Leah, who's our accountant.
That's who we all report to.
Yeah, but they're both Virgos. And it's like, I didn't realise it was a thing because I just live with my wife because she's Virgo.
Yeah,
and then Leah introduced me to Virgo properly, and she's like, it's because I'm a Virgo. Anyway, they're lovely people, just very demanding. Anyway, back to this. So the Scorpion was difficult because it had to be controlled by the phone. It was probably the only kind of negative feedback. Also those trying to get into car parks because it's a bit higher than the others too. But fully stabilised, rock solid, doesn't move.
Yeah, 3-axis gimbal.
Can you explain 3-axis gimbal too? We've got a lot of guys out there like me.
Okay, let's just see if it's off. Yeah, it's off. So 1-axis, 2-axis, 3-axis. Okay?
Yep.
But people ask this a lot. I've balanced it up and it's given me trouble, but on the first axis, which is the tilt axis, there's actually 2 planes. You got to balance it like this. People don't understand you've got to do that. So this is really important. You just adjust it back and forth to get it balanced, and then you balance it on that tilt axis.
But that just looks like wobbly to me.
Well, it's meant to be until we turn it on.
Okay.
Okay, and then when you do this plane here, that's got to be balanced as well. So you don't want it tilting, because if it is, then you've got to adjust that so that it's, because the idea of it is that it's running on a balanced on a balanced setup.
You need to
So-
somewhat help it start. Like you need to balance. You need to configure it pretty much.
Yeah,
So
it
now
needs
it's
to be configured.
balanced.
Now it's balanced, and now I just turn it on.
And when I do that,
Yeah.
it actually stays.
Yeah, but there are
pointing.
different modes. It's not, you don't have to have it in that stabilized mode. You could have it in a follow mode. So if you got it in follow mode, wherever you point it, it'll follow where your car is directing. So if it's magnetized to your car and you're going down the track and going left, it'll follow wherever you're going. But if you want to stabilize it, and no matter which way you go, you want it pointing forward, you hit the stabilize, which is pretty much the chicken head.
In
So that
regards
is
to
just-
that,
Yeah.
when you
This
set
chair
the
is
follow mode in
amazing, I love it.
that's very much applicated to like more camera usage, like normal camera usage, isn't it? The follow mode.
Yeah, the
'Cause
follow
you
mode,
can
yeah, that's
integrate
right.
together.
Yeah.
It doesn't talk. The unit won't actually talk to a thermal.
Not-
Say you've got a Fox out there and you've got the rangefinder box on it. You can't make the thermal follow the Fox, can you? Not yet.
Now you get high tech, and yeah, that's.
But you're working on it, aren't
Definitely
you?
going to get there one day.
All right.
But it's the software is pretty much in there. It's got this AI tracking mode here on the front, and if you will stand in front of it and wave to it, and then wherever you walk, it actually follows you.
Yeah.
So the technology is in there. It's just a matter
We're
of
talking camera.
getting it to talk to the thermal. That's where Thermtech and all the other like HIC micros, they got to come, and Nova, and they got to
Give an API for it.
do it. Yeah, they got to actually make it happen.
Imagine
Not
that.
everybody's going to work.
that'd be
with it.
sick.
That would be really
I reckon the software's already in there.
That would be sick as. All right. So, but this one is not have to be controlled by your phone. This is a big
No.
difference in the Scorpion 3.
Yeah.
Is you've now got this. Do I just release the
Yeah,
button?
just push the button, pull down. That's it. Now you got a joystick remote control.
Very slow.
You turn it up.
I'll turn it up.
No, that's the pan. You'll notice the pan speed is quite fast. You look at that thinking that's slow, but in the car, your camera's
mate,
flying.
especially at that
Yeah,
distance.
you're not gonna. You'll probably turn that down. And the tilt, I always put my tilt at the slowest you can, because 1 degree here is like 10, 20 minutes
Yeah,
up
correct.
there.
Yeah.
You're not an old school gamer, because this is reverse. It's got to be the other way around, like a proper old school inverted look.
When you're looking at the camera, you get used to it. You kind of get used to whichever way the camera's pointing. So.
When you invert this, so when I pull down, it actually goes up.
You think you can? I think
Yeah.
you can. There's a joystick control in
Because then
there.
I really feel like I'm playing.
We're going to be
Yeah,
out
actually,
next
there is-
time,
there is
right?
a-
Ben's going to be sitting in the passenger seat with his bloody PlayStation controller,
it's gonna
controlling
happen.
the on the spot.
You're gonna hook up a gun to it, and you're going to be able to push a button.
That's cool. Now, let's talk about what we've got on here. So we've got the new Nova from Nockpix.
Okay, so the reason why I loaded the Nova up first
Yep.
is to show, if you rotate that around, to have the Nova running, you can actually power up from the SpiderBot to the Nova, so it's powering the thermal up for you.
Yep.
If people are worried about how long the battery's going to last,
Yeah.
5 or 6 hours is heaps. But if they want to run longer, we've got a USB cord you can get and actually hardwire it from your car directly into the gimbal.
Yep.
Because it doesn't, as you rotate that, it's got nothing
It's
to do
fixed
with this.
location.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a fixed point. So you can have that hardwired and full power to your thermal, as well as anything else you got on there. I've put up a laser there. Because with the laser and the wireless switch, if you flip that around, you got a remote control, so you don't have to have the laser on at all times.
But the Nova's got a laser.
Well, that's the thing.
We saw the laser twice.
The reason why I've done that is
Yeah.
because so many people ask. I'm sure they ask you guys,
Yeah.
can we put a spotlight on the SpiderBot?
Yep.
No spotlights, but you can put good high-powered torches. So if I was to just whip this off,
That laser's on the
Laser's
way.
on, so don't point at Jake's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
okay, off, gone. Let's put a torch on there, and then you'll have to rebalance it.
Yeah, you have to do a recon.
Yeah, just get up there, put this in. So now you've got, if you rotate that around, now you've got a torch
Oh, on the remote too.
on the remote as well. So you don't have to run the spotlight at all times either. You
Yeah.
can just kind of like do your thermal work, and then when you want to see something, or you can actually use it for
like an
pointers.
O-light or something like that. Something that gives you a real good
Well,
beam at distance.
That's taboo to say that name, but yeah, no. O-lights, Z Visions,
Torch.
the Pure Ultra lights, they're a very good light as well.
We don't sell.
You will.
I guess we're going to have to
You
now.
will, yeah.
Maybe we'll bundle it up, and give away
Yeah.
free things. Why not?
No free stuff.
No, it'll be free.
People do ask a lot about spotlights,
Yep.
so I wanted to cover that. Your Nova's been getting powered up by the SpiderBot. You've got constant power if you choose. You've got a spotlight sorted out as well.
Yep.
I run red lights. It's up to you, whatever you want.
I'm going to take this off for a sec.
Yep.
Because we need to talk about this.
That's another thing.
Because I'm going to say some of the biggest criticisms we had about some of the wireless switches
Yep.
has been this control box.
Yep.
But this is a new control box.
New control box. Let me just give you a quick rundown on that. You've still got your on and off switch. This is just your power saver. It won't work unless you got it on the on button. Turn it off to save the battery power. But the good thing is that we've got a rechargeable 9-volt in there now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to change the battery out.
There's no more stripping wires and all that other
Yeah,
stuff
no more of
you
that.
used to do.
It's a DC port, a female DC port in there now. So it's not sticking out anymore. It's actually in the box.
Yep.
We're including magnets as well. So
That's
you'll
a
get,
great idea.
Magnets
are on
That
the
is awesome.
So with the magnet, you can just attach it to where you load it up. So if you want it on the spider box in this section here, or on that section there, you can also do that. Because if you might have a torch that's a bit bigger, it doesn't fit, or whatever it is.
And I guess if you really needed to, you could run a hard wire to that too to keep it charged.
You won't need to. This will click for days and days. You just click it hundreds of times.
Okay,
You won't really need
But that's
to.
a huge upgrade because the other control box we had some pretty poor feedback
It
on.
is, it is fantastic. Look, the other one was not our best work, but it was the first model we had released.
Yeah.
And
It's a prototype.
But yeah, that's good.
pretty much, and like it did solve a lot of problems.
80% of them work fine. It was just, it's just
Trust me, I had more headache than you.
But
guys
you
did,
find the
probably.
issue and then you make something new.
So no, that's why the improvement.
Yeah, which is what we want to see.
But also goes onto the Sting as well. So you can have it mounted in the middle here, on the Sting H2O, and also on the back you can, if you've got too much going on here, you can put the metal plate we supply at the back and magnetise that on there too.
And we're going to get those separately to everything, aren't we, those boxes? With a remote wireless.
Yeah, they'll be sold separately as well. Yeah.
They're unreal because then you can run all your different torches off that too. Because we get people asking, I mean, the Eagleye, the new turbo comes with a remote switch. But
Yeah, look, the only thing with the OLED, not to knock OLED or anything, but the only thing with OLED is it comes with, on the tail switch, some of them come with 3 wires.
Yeah.
And I think it's for the control of the power of the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a dimmer.
It's got the dimmer,
Yeah,
so it confuses wiring up the DC plug.
But you know what we could do? There are people who are working because it's not a very good solution. I was going to say we could put our infrared light on there. Because people are, I can put the IR light, but it doesn't really work. It's got to be a line with
unless you have the scope up there.
In regards to this quickly, do you think there is, well, this has got a lot of gear in it, a lot of tech, the gimbal and everything.
Yeah.
Do you think there is some way or down the future as to where you'd be able to plug, say, your laser directly into the unit and use something off that controller to switch it on and off?
It's a possibility. The only thing is that if these guys were making lasers for the unit, they'd probably have to have it installed in the actual gimbal. Because you got to remember, there's these guys supplying thermals, these guys are making gimbals, we're making bases, these guys are making
more or less. I'm just thinking like, from remote control background with just a different channel. Bring another channel in.
Literally, USB port.
Well, it's a bit like the thermals made their own little laser. I haven't seen that laser in the night yet, but I've heard that it's quite good.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't think you might not need to run a laser beside the Nova.
It's got wild on. That's got no laser.
But you've got a wild, you've got the laser option. Obviously the quick release. The other thing I wanted to cover was the Nova on the H2O. And we didn't have a solution for it because if you wanted to run the Nova on the H2O, we do have a solution now.
From a power point of view?
Yeah, power-wise, to power it up. I'll just turn this off.
And this is all quick detach too, isn't it? You can actually just take this gimbal here out if you wanted to and take this whole bracket system off.
No, this doesn't pull completely out.
I thought it might pull completely
but
out.
it does pack down flat, so these legs will fold flat ways,
gotcha.
and then this will fold in and you can actually put it in the flat box. So it does fold quite flat. If you wanted to power this Nova up on to the Sting H2O, you can also do that. Let's just say you're going to run a torch beside it. I'll just hook the whole thing up. You want to run a torch beside as well because a lot of people want that. And then your light box at the back. Now this is the latest thing that we're bringing out. This is a power bank. The power bank will screw right in the middle there. I'll just undo this. This is a new feature.
Almost looks like a suppressor.
It's
That's
suppressor.
banned in Australia. We don't use that word.
And then, yeah, probably should show what's going on here. But there's the USB.
This is USB.
Yeah, USB
cable.
and straight to the back of the Nova as well. So that now you're running the Nova at the back, and you
Fully wireless.
are fully wireless with this as well. So and you've also got your wireless switch, of course. So you've got your torch that you can run. Because some people want a spotlight.
Oh yeah, look, we get harvesters that are still shooting on the spotlight, but they want to film on their roof. So
Yeah, that's right.
If the torch beam is good enough and powerful enough, that's unreal.
Oh, mate, these torches, yeah, they've come a long way. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, weather.
Not waterproof, is waterproof. So people ask, moisture is fine,
Dust?
as long as water is not running into these joints and getting into the mechanisms.
Yep.
A bit of dust is okay, but there is. Tell people this: just get a plastic bag, put it over the top of it, cut out the lens. It's a simple hack, and just let it just run around.
I watched The Naked Gun, the original one with my son the other night.
Yeah, right.
And I forgot just how inappropriate that film was. And they go, they're hooking up and they're like, I practice safe sex. And so do I. And they're like, full body condoms. I'm like, yep, full body condoms.
Yeah. Well, I call it a poncho for the spider.
Poncho.
Yeah. Also, there is another option as well I wanted to show. This is pretty important. So let's just say you're using Nova, but you wanted to get on foot as well.
For people that don't know, the Nova has no rear display in it. You
correct,
can't view into it.
That's right.
And we teased when we did the original Nova launch video that we've got a solution coming.
Yes.
Different solution to what I thought it was, because the solution we thought we could do, Michael said, actually that's now been discontinued.
Well, you know what? It turned out better.
Oh, this is heaps better.
This
Yeah,
is
this is
so
heaps better.
handy, and it also doubles up as
Correct.
a power
As
bank.
a power bank.
So yeah, same thing. You hook up your USB onto the back of the Nova.
Yeah.
But we've also got the phone, so you're viewing the phone.
Now, this clamp is exclusive to Hunt the Night, and you can only get it in a bundle.
He wishes.
You can't get it in.
Yeah.
It is exclusive to Hunt the Night because we'll just keep it like all the stock. But no, this is a grouse solution for those who buy a Nova and also want to use it as a monocular.
And even better, the bottom of it's got a a little
So you put it on
port
a
as well,
tripod
so
too.
you can actually mount it on a tripod as well. So we've got it all covered.
Yeah.
If you want to go for a walk, you can. And then it's not limited to the Nova as well. You can grab the other one there and just quickly.
Yeah, they've already got a screen in it.
They do, but you know, I tell people I really don't like doing that.
So is there a way though, because Wi-Fi is really bad on all these devices apparently, is there a way we could put a screen here and hardwire something to it?
I'm not sure.
We use Wi-Fi.
Why wouldn't you go Wi-Fi?
Hey, that's the question I asked.
Why not?
Why wouldn't you go Wi-Fi? I saw a video the other day of a solution that you could hardwire the new Falcon
Yep.
to the tablet and also use the app over Wi-Fi at the same time. I'm thinking, why wouldn't you just use the app over Wi-Fi? Because it works brilliantly. What's the point? Like, it's why you don't need to hardwire it. But the whole solution, what we're basing around here, is not having to hardwire. We don't have to hardwire power. We don't have to hardwire tablets and screens. There's no holes in roofs. There's no cables running up through handles and stuff.
Nothing wrong with a hole in the roof.
Because you've got one, and you've had one in every car. And
Bit of silicone
poor Nico's car's now leaking. But anyway,
Because he's literally got a hole in his roof.
yeah.
Just pump silicon into it, mate.
But there's these whole solutions we're basing around making it easy, not have to hardwire, no custom bits, no spotlight handles, you know, we're using high powered torches like that as well. We're getting away from this whole old school thought of doing things and actually
Not to say that
using
they're
the
not.
technology that's available in the devices already.
I mean, not to say that they're not good and not
Oh, no, there's a
available,
place
they're
for 'em.
still great and everything.
Yeah.
But I know myself, you're out there for a long time just with your arm up.
fatigue.
It's
Yeah, I
fatigue.
know.
You get tiring. So
Yeah.
why not just play with the joystick and just go?
And coming from
So simple.
direction, like Ben said, I've had spotty through every roof in my car. Where these torches and stuff, you know, yoga lights and whatnot are at nowadays,
Yeah, I know, it's
they're
crazy.
literally, I'm not going to lie, they're probably as good, if not a little bit better than spotty through the roof.
Yeah, but nothing looks better than a spotty through the
Oh,
roof.
no, it's hot, isn't
Driving
it?
down the back streets, parking outside the pub. Like, I know you.
He's a hunter. You get that look.
He's a,
Do you know what I
he's
actually
a
do?
poacher.
I actually get a wave.
You get away.
Fellowship.
Well, yeah.
So they know.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, you're out
They
there.
know you kill.
Yeah. Well, your car also says it all over it.
It does, yes.
That's unreal. I'm actually really excited about these. I'm really excited about the Scorpion. The first Scorpion I struggled with just because of the foam system.
This is great.
But this is unreal. And just the stabilisation. You can be banging down the roughest streets, or paddocks and stuff, and it's just not going to move. You know, attaching it to a spotlight, you're always going to get vibration because of the way spotlights are designed. We've spoken about that. They're going to do that, especially as the faster you get, especially if you move the spotlight further and further off the bonnet. If you put the spot on, you get that wind, you get that that whole airflow problem. The airflow doesn't affect this, doesn't matter, because it's fully stabilised and you can burn around and just...
Well, I actually wanted to talk about vibration through these units there. Bumps and hills and all that, rocks, all that's fine. You know, if you're going up ditches and all that sort of stuff, they work very well. But it's the fine vibration that will transfer through the legs and into the piece, right? So you're going to get that sort of movement. Okay. Now the best solution that has come out is image stabilisation.
We're seeing image stabilisation though on micro gear now as well. Software stabilisation into Thermtex as well. So we are seeing that image stabilisation. Does create a little bit of lag.
But
and narrows the field of view a little bit. But it's if it's important to you not to have any of that, it's always there.
With the lag, if you're on the move and you're scanning, it's not really going to be your biggest problem. Not crashing into something when you're scanning around and driving as well is going to be your biggest issue. I wouldn't worry about the lag, but once you stop and you're scanning, then you can actually turn. Can you turn the image stabilisation off, or is it?
You can by the app.
Just quickly on that,
and then scan
for people that don't know, why does when you turn image stabilisation on and off affect the field of view?
Because it's software based, right? So
I'm just saying for people.
It has to. It can't use the whole image because it's got to use a smaller subset of it to actually stabilise the image because it's software based. It's a difficult concept to actually put through. Because if you were to use the whole image and the whole sensor on the screen, there's no way to actually stabilise that with software. So it takes a cropped version of it and then
keeps the centre of it.
And keeps the centre of it, correct.
What I would say about the bases off, you know that what's that old bit? I'm going back to your guys' days. Where the you know, like on the VHS where it bounces around the screen, the logo.
I've got no idea what you're talking
about.
Exactly
what it is.
Like
anyway,
so
what you're saying is, say, for instance, this is our thermal grid here. It cuts the image down to say this much.
Correct.
And then it gives it the ability to go left, right. So you might have a pixel either way, sort of thing.
It's similar to how a clip-on works with zeroing. In terms of you only using 80% of the clip-on screen, so you can manipulate.
I just get a few questions. I thought we're here. We might as well quickly touch on it.
And then the reason it lags though is because the software has to keep up. Because it's not real time. It's not like this, which is hardware stabilized, so there's no effect on the image. Because it's software, it has to process that, and that's where you get that little bit of lag from. And you can't get away from that with software stabilization. We're playing with the hardware stabilized binos yesterday, and those things are off their head. Because when you turn the hardware gimbals on, it's just it's completely stabilised. But then you go back to using the software stabilised ones, you can really see the difference. Same as this, the hardware is
see on a 3-axis gimbal plus
image stabilisation.
You wouldn't.
No,
it's unreal.
It is. And the further you get away from the bonnet and the turbo, the less vibration you get in these two.
Well, that's why the laser or the torches, because you mainly want to have it on your roof.
To those alloy roofs. But you've got a screw down bolt kit to go through the roof coming for them.
Drill some holes like Jack likes to do.
Quick detach, put a panel underneath it.
But the controls are so much better. It's still a touch screen, so you can still adjust your...
But even ergonomically,
that's comfy.
This is comfy, and this is even better than the Venom control, which was two-handed in terms of the way the control was split. This is comfy. This is just...
I could control that and still have a ciggy at the same time.
On private property in a paddock.
Yes, that's right.
When you're driving down the road looking for a deer. Absolutely fantastic.
Just to be clear as well, you still got the mobile phone app as well, so you can still have the app on that.
You should have told everyone that was discontinued. You can't use that anymore.
You can still do it. Some people really liked it.
Yeah.
The direction indicator was actually really cool.
On
to
that.
have. Yeah.
Is there a direction indicator on the control?
Not on the control, but it is on the phone. I still got that.
That's the one thing I do like about the Venom is having the direction indicator.
It was pretty good.
But you just turn the laser on. If you can't see, you can't spot.
Well, that's the point of the laser, isn't it? Yeah. No, but I think we've got it all covered now that the Nova's coming out.
Yep.
And needed a solution of powering up onto a wireless system.
Correct. Yeah.
But you can also go on foot. So I think we've got it pretty much covered.
Yeah.
Also the question of spotlights and torches and you want to use, we've got that also covered.
Now, Nockpix, if you could just send over a couple of 100 Novas, that'd be fantastic. That's all we need to get going.
Get them in.
They're getting lost sales opportunities at the moment. They love to hear those words, lost sales opportunities.
We're getting customers begging. I want one over.
Yeah, man. It's like, anyway.
I remember one of your podcasts or one of your episodes.
Yep.
You said I had problems, I had issues, and they can put me into a special place for it because we do all this stuff.
Oh I did. Yeah, I know, correct. So basically, what we've let him do now, he's come out of his room. He said, "Benny, this is what I've got." No, it's a padded cell. Let's not. Now that this is into production, we're going to put him back in there and see what he comes up with next time. But Michael, I got to say, absolutely touched you've come down. Flying down for this to do this launch.
I felt like it was important.
He walked, remember?
Well, he walked.
Quickly before we jump off, I need to clarify this while we have this set up here.
Yep.
The H2O is not adjustable speed, like it's fixed speed. To go slow, you need to move the joystick slow.
Yes.
Yeah, just give it a light touch.
Yeah. Yes, very tickle, just a little touch.
Yeah.
So many people call me and say, "How do I adjust the speed?"
Yeah.
You can't. You just got to be gentle on the joystick. You can go slow.
Yeah, it's got minute adjustment. Show the auto scan as well. You may as well while you're at it. There you go. Auto scan.
So you got to be gentle and just give it a tickle.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's got. I'll talk a little bit about the H2O. Because it is quite a good.
The H2O is unreal.
We go this thing.
Well, you got to remember, people still. Not everyone can afford a Scorpion 3. So this is still a great option.
Yeah, I mean it's a great option.
So we can't just put this.
You buy a Condor first when you get one for free. So,
I mean it's got the joystick as well. So it's also control pad. It's got the auto scan as you've shown, but it's also got the A to B. So you can set point A and point B, and then press point A, and it'll scan from.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Come on, mate, you're selling and you don't know that.
We sell. Yeah.
So what do you do? Just go from one side.
Well, you got to program it first at point A and then point B, and then you got to.
So I just go there, click A.
Well, you hold your finger on it. No, just hold the A, and it'll program itself at A.
Right.
And then there we go. See, and then you just go to B, where you want it at B. Press hold on B.
Yeah.
And then there's an auto. I think you got to press like. So it should go from A to B, but I'm not sure if I picked the right thing.
So do you want to get the instruction book out for you, Michael?
Yeah. It would help. Because I don't really use the A to B, but I know that there is the A to B. There is a way to do it. Yeah, there is a way to do it.
There is a way to do it.
Yeah, it's a way to press that button.
Yeah, we've got to play with the buttons. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, it does go A to B, but you've got to program it from point A to point B, and then there's it's a matter of pressing the right button that I don't know. Well, I think you have to double press something.
Now,
anyway,
what else some SmartRest we got coming out? Because we haven't touched on things ever like the new Rack Rest.
The thing is that
Rest 3s. I know.
Trying to explain these things because of the whole system of powering things up and all that. I wanted to really get to the bottom of it. But yeah, we do the gun rests, which are from utes to quad bikes to buggies, walking, stalking, all of it. We do gun rests. That's mainly what we actually started with. And we've pretty much covered nearly everything you need on a vehicle. It's
my
cradles.
SmartRest product was a hyperpod.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
I love that product.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was unreal.
I don't go hunting without my hyperpod.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
I do. Yeah, I've got a blaster, shooting sticks and other things, but I used to get hyperpod all the time.
Yeah, so we got the hyperpod 3 now. It's just the trigger.
Yeah.
Adjusting trigger. Pretty cool. Rack and rest. The rack and rest is just one of those things where you've got your gun out of the way. Yeah. But you've got it at the ready. So if you're riding along, it's there, and then you want to shoot.
Well,
quickly swivel it out and shoot.
I guess if you're local to us and you want to see all this stuff, we do have the Wild Deer Expo coming up in October, which apparently you're coming to, aren't you?
We're not talking about that yet.
You're with us, are you?
That's right.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be with you, but we want people to, focus on the products, because then, like, if we're talking about wild.
They're gonna
What if we've got people that have a
products there?
fascination with you?
them.
They've seen you and be like, I'm going to Wild Deer Expo South.
Because you know what can happen. It's like when Nathan or Rodney come down, right? They come down to help us, but all they do is just have people stand around on a stand and sign their boobs.
Yeah.
Like that could happen to you now. Yeah.
Yeah, shot show. We had 20% customers, 80% people that wanted to talk to Nate.
Yeah. So,
Are you nuts? Did someone ask you?
No, that was when Simon from Forward Drive told me he didn't know who Nate was and he wanted to see me. That was like great.
Oh.
Yeah. That was like Nate's coming down soon. And he told his son, like, hey, we're going to go down and visit Ben. And Karen goes, Ben from Hunt the Night. And I'm like,
Yes,
good kid, good kid. All right, cool. Anything else you wanted to?
No, I think I've explained it pretty well, eh?
I think you've done a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. So.
Yeah. Well, we're going to kick on with the air gun stuff. It's going to look
Lots
like
of fun to talk about.
It looks going to look like we filmed it all at one time, but we're probably going to do a few things first, and then we're going to come back and film the rest.
We should probably check that the shop's still functioning well.
I know. We're going
Actually,
to
is that smoke bellowing up the stairs?
All right, thanks, Michael.
All right,
And guys, all this stuff is available at huntthenight.com.au. Exclusive to Hunt the Night and Scorpion 3s.
Don't believe a word it says.
So we'll be winning buys them all, so yeah.
All right, no worries. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, mate.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, it's always good having you down.
Good fun.